Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Central Harbourfront event space, Hong Kong, here on the Bohemian Court for the World Championship final of the second edition of the WBSC Baseball5 World Cup 2024 between Japan and Cuba. First, introducing the visiting team, Japan. Here are the starting players of Team Japan. Please welcome number 5, Shun Mikami. Number 36, Ayato Ronkaku. Number 1, Ayano Katsuta. Number 6, Harutomo Juchi. Number 0, Miho Oshima. Introducing the rest of the players. Number 35, Taichi Motoiki. Number 8, Takuya Shima. Number 70, Meiko Karaki. Please welcome Japan's head coach, Nakahama Mitsuki. Please also welcome Coach Wakamatsu Kenta. Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause for Team Japan. Now, introducing the home team of Cuba. Here are the starting players. Number 25, Orlando Amado Molina. Number 1, Briandi Molina Elias. Number 66, Christian Basami Sierra. Number 4, Jaira Gonzalez Corazzo. Number 10, Chargira Aspiatu Martinez. And now introducing the rest of the players. Number 2, Lietes Arcia Martinez. number 8, Yeliana Ortamendes Raymond. Number 3, Yoel Blanco from Menta. Please welcome head coach of Team Cuba, Pablo Tari Alvarez. Please also welcome Coach Leonis Zavon Matos. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time, welcome the defending champion, Cuba! Please welcome the official for this match, home plate official, Tony Jones from the United States. First base official, Alexia Ciccone from Italy. Second base official, Ryan Mayeki from Kenya. Third base official, Ivana Dinavar from Bulgaria. Table official, Cindy Chen from Hong Kong, China. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the national anthems of both teams. 請各位站立，面向大熒幕嘅國旗，隨舞致敬。我哋將會奏放兩隊嘅國歌。First, the national anthem of Japan. And now, the national anthem of Cuba. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated and get yourself ready for the championship final of the 2024 WBSC Baseball 5 Grand Final. Let's see who will crown the final champion of our World Cup this year in Hong Kong, China. Before we begin, let's take a group photo and we're gonna shake hands before the game starts.
And with that, the pomp and circumstance comes to an end, and there's just one thing left to do, and that is crown a world champion tonight.
It's going to be a rematch of our Baseball 5 World Cup final.
Yes,
just like
number 50. It's a rematch of the 2022 Baseball 5 World Cup between Cuba and Japan. Cuba, the nation where the origins of Baseball 5 lie in Cuatro Esquinas, has never lost a game in a Baseball 5 World Cup final. They lost a set for the first time ever the other night to Japan. And now Japan will look to take that next step, beating Cuba in 2 out of 3 in this best-of-3 series to be played on a beautiful Saturday night at Victoria Harbour in Hong Kong. I'm Craig Durham, happy to have you with me for what promises to be an exciting night as we close out what has been a spectacular week at the second edition of the Baseball 5 World Cup. That right there is the unbeaten roster of the Cuban national team. Cuba led by the man who wears number 1 on his back, Briandy Molina. You can just call him Briandy. He is a superstar in this game as we meet our officials from the United States, Tony Jones, from Italy, Alessia Ciccone, Brian Maniecki from Kenya at second, and Ivana Deneva from Bulgaria gets the assignment at third base. Our officials have done an outstanding job throughout this tournament, and obviously we could not hold such a world-class event without the work that they do, setting everybody in motion. Tony Jones, you'll see at home plate, starts the action every single play by bouncing the ball to the batter. There is no pitcher in Baseball 5. The action begins when the batter smacks the ball out of their own hand. Starting in that batter's box with the uniquely branded B5 Baseball 5 logo. And we will fill you in on all of the rules as the game gets played. Obviously, we expect some of you watching Baseball 5 for the first time. For those of you who have seen Baseball 5 before, we know that you know how exciting it is. The starting lineup for Japan starts with Shun Mikami, and Mikami is going to reach with a leadoff hit to be followed by Ayako Rokaku, Ayano Kazuda, Harutomo Tsuji, and Mio Oshima. Japan playing 3 women and 2 men in the first set. Cuba playing 3 men and 2 women. It is a required mixed gender sport, and the only requirement is that you have at least 2 players from each gender in your starting lineup. And interestingly, we see 2 on and nobody out as Japan gets going. Rokaku had Briandy going left, wound up hitting it to his right. And now a big moment here, a bunt attempt and an out call in the home plate batter's box area. And that's a huge boost for Cuba, and you can see it did not clear that white line, that light gray triangle, which is the no-hit zone. Balls coming out of the batter's box need to go beyond that zone. And so the first out, self-inflicted for Japan. Still first and second, now 1 out. Shakira Aspiazu gets the first out at second and unable to turn the double play. Cuba instead gives up the run. That makes it 1-0 Japan. No time to wait around. You have to be aggressive. You see the ball hard hit on the right side. There's the out of Rokaku. The return throw to first, not in time. And Cuba risking that runner coming around, Mikami coming around to score when they made the throw to first, and that's what happened. So Now a ball popped up by Mio Oshima. The pop-up is a tricky play to master as a batter in Baseball 5, and that caught easily. But Cuba finds itself behind 1-0 as we go to the bottom of the first inning on this picture-perfect Saturday night with the stands packed in front of the Hong Kong observation wheel. The lights of the skyscrapers of Hong Kong have become a real hallmark of this event. Players from all 12 competing nations have not been shy about taking pictures with one another in front of these marvelous buildings. And there is a leadoff single for Orlando Amador, who's among the leaders in this tournament when it comes to batting average, when it comes to hits, runs, you name it. He is up there among the best of them. That was his 60th hit of the tournament. And for Briandy Molina, that was hit number 66, and it puts runners on first and second with nobody out. That was really close to the line, but obviously a fair ball. Now Christian Basabe surveying the defense, sending it off the wall right side. The throw goes home. And Japan okay with that outcome. Bases loaded, now you have the force at home plate. And here's the RBI leader of the tournament, Hyla Gonzalez. Stretching before she steps into the batter's box. Gets a quick word from her coach. The Japan defense actually getting together, and they have called a timeout. Each team gets one timeout per set, so Japan not waiting around, taking the timeout in the first inning of the first set. It went 3 sets the last time these teams matched up. We'll see if it does again. I think a lot of whether or not it does hinges on how this first inning unfolds. Gonzalez likes to start on that extreme third base side of the batter's box, hits it on the ground, and it gets by Oshima. Here's the throw home. 2 runs are going to score. Oh no, the batter at home is called out by Tony Jones, so just 1 run scores. And I believe out for being outside of the base pad. Still 2 in scoring position for Cuba. Briandy was the one called out. Still a good opportunity for Cuba to take the lead here. Shakira Aspiazu has 3 of the fielders drawn in close. That ball knocked down and no play to be made. Aspiazu with the hit to give her team a 1-run lead. Here's Amador, already his second turn. Amador hits it hard on the right side. Boy, is Cuba finding the holes right now. Time called, time granted, bases loaded. These 2 teams have allowed the fewest runs of anybody at the tournament. Japan has allowed just 43 runs, Cuba 25 when you include the one tonight. Briandy raises the right arm and then goes into motion, hits it hard up the middle. It'll kick around, and Cuba can attempt to take it 1 base at a time here at the bottom of the first inning. 3-1 our score. Well, I think already you can see a very different show than what we got when these teams matched up a couple of nights ago, just 2 nights ago. Japan won the opening set by a final score of 3-2. Now Basabe has it kicked by the midfielder. 2 runs will score. And Cuba on a mission, up 5-1. Still broad smiles on the faces of the Japan fielders, but you've got a feeling that they're reeling a little bit out there, having already taken the timeout. Gonzalez this time will start from the first base side of the batter's box and bunt it down the third base line. She's out at first base, but Molina in the back door to make it 6-1 Cuba with 2 outs in the bottom of the first inning.
Score for Cuba.
Here's Aspiazu. She started the scoring. And hits it hard up the middle. Oshima can't stop it. And we have not seen anything like this against Japan at any point in the tournament. The most runs that Japan's ever given up in a Baseball 5 World Cup set is 9. They've given up 7 in the first set here. Smacked hard left side, a rolling, tumbling throw to second. Doesn't quite work out. The inning will continue. Just to give you some context, these two teams played 15 innings the other night, and Japan in those 15 innings against Cuba allowed a total of 10 runs. In one inning tonight, Cuba has piled up 7. Briandi bats again. Line drive off a Japan hand and out of play. No extra movement on the base path. It takes guts to get in front of a Briandi line drive. But anytime you get a hand on it, as Shun Mikami did, you better squeeze it if you hope to beat this team. Sabe is going to take a moment, and from the first base side, rip it up the middle. And Japan just barely gets the out at second base. A forced play there, and no more runs, but a healthy lead, 7-1 for Cuba after the first inning of play. This rivalry extends back to 2022. They played 2 games against one another in Mexico City in 2022. Cuba won both in straight sets. First time they met, Cuba won 2-love, 5-2 in straight sets. And then in the World Championship final, it was actually a similar story. Cuba got off to a big start. Just not quite this big. They wound up winning the opening set 9-1, took the second set 6-2. And with it, the gold medals and the championship trophy. What kind of answer will we get from Japan? A leadoff line drive up the middle, caught by Molina. Wow. I don't know that many expected Cuba to get off to this fast of a start. Here's Rokaku on the ground to short. Amador, nice throw. And look at the soft hands of Aspiazu at first. Catching a baseball 5 ball with the bare hands, which obviously everybody does because there's no equipment, no gloves, not even batting gloves allowed, is really tricky. And that'll be a 2-out base runner in scoring position as Kazuda is able to advance to second. You do get an extra base if that throw goes out of play like that. It kicked away from the first baseman, so Japan perhaps a chance to add another run. Briandi, trouble with the bare hand squeeze, but a nice call at first from Alessia Ciccone. It's always, in case you haven't noticed, a really close play at first base. And no doubt that that ball beat the runner. So after an inning and a half, 7-1, Cuba in command. From short, the sidearm toss goes wide. Hyla Gonzalez digging for second and in safely. It's going to be Aspiazu. Diving effort, but only a knockdown. Those are the kind of plays, those exceptional jaw-dropping plays that Japan will have to make if they're to pull off the stunning upset. Now Amador Looks like Cuba is poised for another big inning. And already another run in.
Score for Cuba.
One more run will match the final score of the first set of the last World Cup final. And it's Briandi hard up the middle. These balls are just finding a way to elude these Japan defenders. Japan's just been allowing 2 runs per set. But under the lights, an outstanding game plan on display from Cuba. And you think it might look easy, okay? There's just a ball, you don't need a pitcher, you don't have to hit a curveball, there's no bat. But all it takes is one effort with Baseball 5. Just try it once, and you'll find out that it is so much harder than you might imagine. To generate the kind of power that these players do is no small feat, as Hyla Gonzalez brings home another run, making it 9-1 Cuba, though she herself retired on the play. That's your RBI leader right there, Gonzalez. That's her job on this team when she bats fourth. Japan could use a double play. Best way to do that, catch a line drive, try and double somebody up. Yazu. She hasn't had the best tournament as a batter, but tonight a different story. She has looked terrific coming out of the batter's box. 11-1 our score in the bottom of the second. And now Amador, right side. It just keeps coming. Japan not used to this. I don't think any of us are used to this when we watch Japan play. And if you're wondering just how hard these hitters are hitting it, upwards of 100 kilometers per hour, more than 65 miles per hour, and then you're expected to catch that with your bare hand. Briandi blasts it right side. He's out, but another run in. Time called. The time call is an important part of the strategy of Baseball 5. And this is something we're seeing tonight. Christian Basabe working the ball around. Up the middle, off 2 Japan players, and out of play. Amador will be sent back to third, but another run in. Last night when Cuba played France, it looked an awful lot like this. And some of us were expecting a closer game between France, who we should mention just won the bronze medal earlier this afternoon, this evening, beating Venezuela. Gonzalez here going to try a bunt, but it's short, if not wide, for the third out of the second inning. Japan will get to go to work again, but down big, 13-1. With that Cuba-France matchup last night, some of the best players for France were on the bench. Obviously in the World Championship, Japan playing their A squad, their top unit. Still no match through the first 2 innings for this Cuban attack. Keep in mind that in the next set, Japan will be required to flip their lineup. We told you they have 3 women and 2 men. They'll have to have 3 men and 2 women, and same story for Cuba, but in reverse. Not that that necessarily gives you an advantage. And an example of that is the fact that the set that Japan won the other night, 3-2, was the opening set, and they stacked it the same way. It was 3 women for Japan beating 3 men and 2 women for Cuba. It was a beautifully played game on both sides. That 3-2, 5-2, 3-0, low scoring. It wasn't anything more than a super round game. It's not like it was a semifinal. Now Amador to first.
3 outs.
And Cuba is absolutely on fire tonight on both sides of the ball. Again, they've already surpassed their run total of 15 innings in 2 innings. They scored 10 runs in 15 innings against Japan the other night. 13 runs in 2 innings tonight. Insane. That's how good they are. And I'll tell you what, it's not like they weren't trying as hard the other night. Japan was just able to weather the storm a little bit better. Japan will have to be careful here. Cuba should build a lead of 15 runs or more. This game would be over in 3. There's a 15 run ahead rule. Nice play up the middle. Taichi Motoiki, who has come on as a defensive replacement, makes the catch for the out. If a team is ahead by 10 runs or more after 4 innings, that is also declared a complete game. This one on the left side. Once it got past Motoiki, there was no chance to get Amador. It looked like Motoiki had an opportunity to get to that ball. He chose on that previous play not to try, because sometimes if you know you can't make a clean catch, you don't want it to bounce off you and go out of play. That fair ball by Briandi right on the third base bag. Yikes. Cuba bringing it tonight. Basabe, right side, to first, safe. Wow. The French national team, the team that just won the bronze by beating Venezuela. They are watching and marveling, as are all of the national teams. They will be honored after the conclusion of the final set, be it the second set or the third set, with their bronze medals, the France team. Here's a play at the plate, 2 more runs score, and that's it. That's 16-1. Cuba just took a 15-run lead in the bottom of the third, and as a result wins the opening set. Walking it off, 16-1. It was 17-2 last night when they beat France in 3 innings. That was our first 3-inning matchup of the entire tournament. And Cuba doing it on back-to-back nights. Look at Basabe evading the tag. And I think if you're Japan, you're not upset to see that set come to an end, because you get to start from scratch, you win the second set, and then anything happens when you get to the third. We'll take a short break and come back. Congratulations to Cuba, now 1 set away from a second consecutive Baseball 5 World Championship. think anybody saw that coming. We know Cuba's good. We know they're the best. They have always been, and the game was born in Cuba after all. Launching is a part of the WBSC portfolio in 2017, but something like this, wow. The World Championship holding to Japan to just one run. Japan, though, gets a chance to start from scratch. That's one of the beautiful things of Baseball 5. If you have a bad set, you can just sort of ball it up, throw it away, and start over. And I like that bunt effort, but a nice throw, and then across the diamond. Safe. Time called. No. Out the call at third base. That is some kind of double play. Good job by Ivana de Neva to give the players some time to shake out the cobwebs. They came face to face as Orlando Amador applied the tag. Amador keeping the ball on the leg, absorbing the contact, and being on the receiving end of a sensational double play. Wow. Great throw from Aspiazu, obviously. And so much for the leadoff runner on for Japan is Rokaku. Spins, hits it hard to first. Rokaku likes to use the right side, but unable to find a hole that time. And we will have to wait until the second inning to see the 4 and 5 hitters in the lineup. That's Tsuji and Kazuda. The lineup for Cuba featuring now 2 men and 3 women in the second set. Orlando Amador and Briandi Molina. They are a formidable pair at the top of the lineup. I think you could say they are the 2 stars of Baseball 5. Juliana Oda Mendez into the game, batting third. Hyla Gonzalez bats fourth. Shakira Aspiazu fifth. Just one change from that set 1 lineup. Cuba not leaving anything to chance in the first set. They smell victory, and they're going to come right after it here in set number 2. Amador setting the pace. There's a lot of geometry involved in Baseball 5. Both as a batter and as a fielder. Nice pickup at third and an out at second base. Good job getting the lead runner after the sure-handed Tsuji took it on a hop, and not an easy thing to do. That ball coming again upwards of 65 miles per hour. He took it with no problem and made an accurate throw over to first, or rather second base for the out. Now we see Yeliana Oda Mendez. Mendez with her first swing of this Baseball 5 World Championship. And a missed opportunity for Japan. You just can't make a single mistake against Cuba. And that ball right there should have been had. Shima all week long has been making that play. You pick it up, you flip to second, 2 outs, runner on first, and maybe you get into the second. Still tied, and Japan can still get to the second tie, but no margin for error. Hyla Gonzalez, there's the out in second. Here's the throw home, the tag, and another double play. This one turned by Japan. And a lot of respect from Briandi as he is cut down at the plate. That's the Japan team we were expecting to see in the first set. Here they are, going to the second, all tied up with Cuba and ready to go again. These players don't even want to pause. They have to, 30 seconds, that's the rule. I think if it was up to them, there would be like a 10-second break maximum. They just want to get in there and keep going, but contractual obligations, officials working behind the scenes. 30 seconds the requirement between innings, and now that we've hit that marker, Harutomo Tsuji puts it in play, and he'll be a leadoff base runner for Japan. So double plays in the first inning from both teams. It was from first to third for Cuba, and then from second to home for Japan. I love that we got to see that in the World Championship. 2 of the most exciting plays in Baseball 5. The first inning of this second set, and now a bobble. And here comes Japan with 2 on and nobody out. Even Amador will bobble a ball from time to time. Almost has enough arm speed to recover, whipping it across to first. Top of the order. Ball bounces off Aspiazu. Everybody's safe. Bases loaded. Nobody out for Japan. We talked about the low runs per set average for Japan. Cuba, on average, gives up 1 run per set. That's exactly what they did in the first set. But now Japan a chance for a big inning. A bounce off the wall. And a force out in second, but Japan takes a 1-0 lead. We saw Japan take a 1-0 lead in the first inning of set 1. They take a 1-0 lead in the second inning of set 2. Look at that defensive formation for Cuba. That is entirely new. Ball goes to the right side, a run scores, and it'll be first and third, or rather just third. The out was made at first. Cuba, I don't want to say content or happy to trade the out at first for the second run, but that's the outcome. Amador had an option. He could have gone home. It would have been close. Can Japan, with another hit, take a 3-0 lead? Tsuji hard to third. Gonzalez in time. Okay, we've got Japan striking first, and not once but twice before Cuba comes to bat in the bottom of the second inning. And I think that's what the fans here are really wanting to see. Responding to the Japan pushback in set number 2. Crowds have been wowed all around the world. Turkey, the host of the World Cup at the youth level last year. Mexico, the host of the first senior level Baseball5 World Cup, and now, of course, here in Hong Kong, China. The announcement's just been made that Mexico will be hosting another Baseball5 event, next year's Youth World Cup, and then it's going to Europe, where Italy will host the 2026 edition. And Tsuji gets it to first but wide. Kazuda diving for the base, slapping the ball on the base. Aspiazu wins the race. Great call. So close, but Aspiazu's safe. How about that get by Tsuji at third? And now a softly hit ball by Amador. Just when you're all geared up for the big whack, he goes and drops that in front of the defense. Defenders back deep. Rokaku playing the second base position. She was back at the wall, essentially. You have to be to respect the power of Amador and Briandi. Briandi looks left, then shifts his head right off a diving Kazuda. Now the base is loaded, and Cuba threatening to strike back. Nobody out. Oda Mendez takes the Baseball5. Couple of bounces. Ground ball to second. Rokaku unable to adjust to a tricky hop, and Cuba with one swing ties it up, and time is going to be granted. It's the official's discretion when to award a timeout. And not the kind of timeout that Japan just called, but time on the field. The way you'd call for it in baseball or softball when you're ready to reset the defense. It's a tactic that some teams use to put a runner between bases, try and draw a throw. Oftentimes when you see somebody at third, somebody at first, the runner at first will look to intentionally get caught in a rundown between first and second. And while that's unfolding, the runner from third scoots down the line and tries to score. Japan is good as anybody at neutralizing that play. Here's Hyla Gonzalez, softly hit. Throw to first, she is out. That was no doubt what was talked about during Japan's timeout. If we get a bunt, do we try and hold on to it so that run doesn't score? Do we take the out? They elected to take the out, and it was not an easy play. Yikes, that's a great play. And actually, Briandi's being sent back to third. So Hyla Gonzalez was ruled out, didn't clear the line, didn't catch that looking at the replay the first time. Aspiazu goes hard off the wall. This time, Cuba will take the lead as the out's recorded at second.
Score for Cuba.
How about that catch? Harutomo Tsuji just absorbing the ball and going down to the ground. The Amador blast. But that's the last out of the second inning. We got a one-run game. You see the players wearing layers because the ball leaves a mark. That was absolutely blasted by Orlando Amador. An exciting second inning here in the second set after Cuba cleaned up with a 16-1 first set victory. Japan trying to win this second set and force a third. In play, right side. Ota Mendez read that ball beautifully. Didn't charge it. Sometimes charging and picking up a baseball 5 ball is the wrong thing to do. You want to play it with soft hands, back it up. Nice grab. Yikes. Flashy play by Hyla Gonzalez. That was hit hard. Woo. Got it right by her ear. And back at her this time, it sneaks by. Amador elects not to throw to first so as not to allow an extra base. A 2-out hit to Takuya Shima. Now it's Sayako Rokaku. Popped up, not by design. I don't think that was intentional at all. And it's the last out of the top of the third. So with Cuba having just scored 3 in the bottom of the second, we'll see if they're poised to start to pull ahead. And I mean, like really pull ahead, similar to what we saw in the first set, or if Japan can continue to hold serve. You just have to stay within striking distance. A couple of runs, not a big deal. Anybody can score a couple of runs in a baseball 5 inning. It's when you're chasing a game that you trail by 5 or 6. That's when things become more difficult. How about the stretch from Kazuda? First of all, it was a great pickup, but the throw a little bit offline, the lean while keeping the foot on the bag, and the great call by Alessia Ciccone at first. Here's Ota Mendez. Another one is short, and another ball from short, kind of thrown away. That time, Kazuda could not gather it. Fans trying to start the wave here. I don't think we've ever had a wave at a baseball 5 game. I love it. Hyla Gonzalez, who just made that great catch. Hits it on the right side. Japan beating it around a little bit. Couldn't guide it to second for the out. So this is a big moment. Aspiazu, right side. Rokaku. Oh, you got to make that play. We hadn't seen any of this yet from Japan in the second set. Uncharacteristic. Bobbles of the baseball 5. You must be perfect to beat Cuba. Say it with me. You must be perfect to beat Cuba. Was that caught? Almost. Oh, man, was that an effort. Shun Mikami diving across, but unable to squeeze the blast from Amador. Couldn't squeeze it, but guiding it to first for the out. So 2 away, 2 in scoring position. Briandi, Rokaku throws it past first base. Cuba will do that. They will force you to make some mistakes you otherwise wouldn't. It's the pressure of knowing you have to be perfect to beat this team. Rokaku, I think, just had some trouble setting her feet. You hardly ever seen that from one of the stars of this sport. And it allows 2 runs to score. That is a massive, massive swing. Either 4-2, we go to the 4th, or now 6-2, and we play on in the 3rd. You don't need me to tell you just how big a difference that makes. And now Briandi picks up speed, and he will score. A couple of plays that could have been made. The ground ball to short that was thrown wide. The ground ball to second that was thrown wide. And it's starting to have that air of inevitability, isn't it? Cuba, the undisputed world leader, winning the first 2 world championships at the senior and youth levels. And now we appear to see them on the verge of winning a 2nd consecutive at the senior level. But the rest of the world is catching up. Talking to President Ricardo Fracari of the WBSC, he's quick to mention that, yes, this Cuba team is great, perhaps the greatest. We'll likely know in about 5 or 10 minutes time if they are still officially the greatest. But he said what's impressed him most this week is seeing how the other teams have elevated their play. And I can attest to that, having seen the level of play rise across the board from last World Cup to this one. No better example than France, a team that finished in 9th place at the 2022 World Cup that will now be on the podium, having finished in 3rd place at this World Cup. France led by its own superstar, Omar Diaden, whose passion for the game is impossible to miss. And he's going to bring that passion to the youth program for France. He's going to start coaching up some of their youth players. And now swinging a ground ball to 3rd, Gonzalez gets the lead runner. Kazuda replaces Suji at first. So one last time during this game, congratulations to France. The future very bright for France as they continue to rise in the Baseball 5 world. Shout out to Venezuela, a 2nd consecutive 4th place finish twice in as many years. Venezuela playing for the bronze medals, coming up just short. It was Chinese Taipei that took home bronze in Mexico City. Chinese Taipei finishing 5th at this event. Be a little bit of a disappointment for them. 2 outs now. And the inning will continue for Japan. Might we see Taichi Motoiki work his way into the lineup? Motoiki has really impressed me the last couple of nights. Seems like good things happen when he's around. We saw him appear as a pinch hitter last time. Briandi trouble with the Rokaku ball, and Japan scores. Even the best can't make that play every time. So there was some really funny spin on that ball. And it is something the players are working on. Putting some English on the ball out of the batter's box. On the right side, everybody's safe. The ball rolling around the court, and it's 7-4. Look at this 2-out rally from Japan. Rokaku is creeping off second, thinking about it, but ultimately stays put. Now it's Briandi knocking it down. He could have taken it himself to first, but instead makes the flip to retire Kazuda. And we will go to the fourth inning. Still anybody's game here in the second set. It's 7-4 Cuba. Remember, Japan let a couple of extra runs come across. Couple of defensive miscues in the third helped Cuba grow the lead. They'll need to tighten up. Cuba's going to use its timeout here. And I didn't think so. Usually it's the defense that takes a timeout, but Shakira Aspiazu tried. She'll wind up in the batter's box. And she'll come right up the gut. Throw to first. And I think you can hear the crowd starting to back Japan a little bit for no other reason than they won a third set. And don't you always in a championship final want to see it go down to the last minute? Amador on the ground. And they love seeing slick defense too. Nice sidearm toss. You don't see players from short or from third throwing overhand. It's almost always that sidearm toss. Could it be a 3-ball inning? That's awfully tough with Briandi as the third batter. It's the best the defense can hope for, a 1-2, 3-ball inning. It will not happen. Not here. Not with Briandi, although he's going to scamper back to first base. He and Rokaku, fierce competitors. A friendly rivalry. He was trying to get her to throw it back to first. That was that play right there. Rokaku not taking the bait. And now a ball that is hit foul from the first base side. There's no foul balls in baseball 5, so 3 outs. And Japan able to put a 0 on the board. And so we'll go into the 5th. And if Japan can score 3, we'll go to the bottom of the 5th. If they can score 4, we'll go to the bottom of the 5th with Cuba needing a run to avoid a third set. It all comes down to this. We'll see if there's some strategy here for Japan that they haven't shared with anybody yet. Have they had something special up their sleeve for this moment? Ayla Gonzalez, who's been playing third base, moves over to play second. Into the game, Lienes Arcia. She'll play third. Hard hit ball up the middle. Briandi can't make the play on the fly. So Japan has the leadoff man on. That's Mikami at first, and now it's Takuya Shima. The magic number is 3. Throw! Not quite good enough to get that first out at second base, and now the tying run coming up in the box for Japan. Ayla Gonzalez just had a little too far to reach. And a conversation here with our home plate official, Tony Jones, from Pablo Terry, Cuba's manager. Perhaps just a little bit of a way to disrupt Japan's rhythm as Rokaku steps in. Briandi at the midfield spot. Rokaku on the ground. Gonzalez flips to second. They get the force out there, and Amador chasing the runner Rokaku back to first, calls time. Cuba, they'll be okay allowing that run to come in from third. What they can't have is this inning to balloon. Japan to get 3. A double play here could win a world championship. Oh no, it's a foul ball for the second out of the inning. To Harutomo Tsuji misfires at a crucial moment. And this could be it for Cuba. Hyla Gonzalez wants the crowd to make some noise. Ball in play to third base. Amador holds on to it. No play to be made, and the tying run is on. 7-5 with 2 outs. Japan just needs to keep the line moving. 2 more hits could tie this game. Ball in play, right side, Aspias with a catch. And it's another world championship for Cuba. A tightly contested second set. Japan showed up in a big way, but Cuba does what it has to do to celebrate under the flag and be crowned Baseball 5 World Champions for the 3rd time in as many World Championships. The standard has been set, the standard has been reset. Time and time again, the gold standard for Cuba. But how about Japan fighting back after a shocking 16-1 opening set defeat to pull within 2 and claim the silver medals again. So many people to thank, so many people who have put their heart and soul and years of hard work into making this event a reality. But we'll start with the WBSC and President Ricardo Facari, whose vision and dedication to growing this new discipline has brought it to where it is. And of course, the Baseball Association of Hong Kong, China, their efforts to put on a first-class, world-class event and building this venue at the Central Harbourfront event space, filling the stands, and increasing participation in this game in this country does not go unnoticed. It's not an accident that Hong Kong, China jumped up 2 spots in the final standings. The final standings is going to look like this. Cuba 1, Japan 2, France 3. And again, congratulations to France for earning the bronze medals and earning Europe its first ever trip to the podium in this event. Venezuela 4th, Chinese Taipei 5th, Mexico 6th. And then in the placement round, a group of 3 teams that really stood out. Tunisia finishing 7th, Lithuania finishing 8th, and China in its Baseball 5 debut finishing 9th. Hong Kong, China is going to finish 10th, South Africa 11th, and a shout out to a South Africa team that was without its best player from day one. They were gaming, and had they had their full roster intact, they might have made a little bit of a run for the super round. And Australia did not earn a victory in its first ever Baseball 5 appearance, but that Oceania nation starting to grow the game as they continue to be a world leader in baseball and softball. Australia, of course, will be participating in the Premier 12, which is now less than a month away. And that's where we'll turn our attention next. The WBSC Premier 12, the 3rd edition of that world-class tournament, getting underway in Guadalajara, Mexico on November 9th, less than a month from now. It will be Mexico, it will be Chinese Taipei and Taiwan, and it will be Japan hosting the Premier 12. And we certainly know that baseball fans around the world will be tuning in. But to those of you who have tuned in and supported Baseball 5 since its inception in 2017 through today in 2024 as Cuba wins another world championship, our thanks to you as well. And we will talk to you next time. The next World Cup is going to be in Mexico, and it'll feature 16 teams next year before it returns to the senior level in Italy in 2026. Until then, and until the Premier 12, Craig Durham saying so long, and congratulations to Cuba on another Baseball 5 World Cup.
and gentlemen, a bigger round of applause for Team Japan. Ladies and gentlemen, one more.
隊友人，日本隊再開波係佢哋嘅6號隊員十東倫，今次冇問題啦。但係艾斯比亞素一下子接實咗，呢度唔緊要，直接已經有一位就去咗本壘，講緊係佢哋嘅爆發力出眾咗第6分。兩出局，跟接落嚟艾斯比亞素一次穿越安打送多一個翻嚟。 好多啲準備啦，咁啊結果嚟到呢度，好似古巴已經睇穿晒你咁啊！衝翻嚟攞多1分，攞多2分，早田彩乃就只能夠擠出這一個住1局下半攞7分，2局下半攞6分，加埋3局下半所攞嘅。素田彩乃啱啱好喺艾馬度接到波之前上到2壘，到翻你啦，倒托也，可唔可以請到隊友食拉麵啊？呢度冇問題，十東良翻嚟先，咁啊，但係咧就三上進喺2壘時間咧就拿喎，解決咗一個先啦。不過摩連拿呢下就應該係翻到嚟啦，佢都慢慢揼啦，知道對方1、2、3壘都有球員。 而且跟住落嚟打擊嘅係艾馬道，古巴最有信心嘅一棒，有機會呢攞多1分啦！奧達文迪斯，古巴嘅第4分，杯決賽周嘅最後一球，三上進，恭喜古巴！隨住呢個嘅接殺出現，古巴喺3回合2勝制嘅比賽。 第2回合贏7比5，連同第1回合所贏嘅16比1，喺跌咗1個回合，所跌嘅1個回合，正正就係日本隊。不過嚟到金牌戰，贏就係贏。咁啊，亦都。
and gentlemen, a bigger applause for Team Japan. Ladies and gentlemen, one more.
So the first down, self-inflicted for Japan. Still first and second, now one out. Shakira Aspiazu gets the first down at second and unable to turn the double play. Cuba instead gives up the run. That makes it 1-0. She started the scoring. And hits it hard up the middle.
Ladies and gentlemen, a bigger applause for Team Japan. Ladies and gentlemen, one more.
And so the first down, self-inflicted for Japan. Still first and second, now one out. Shakira Aspiazu gets the first down at second and unable to turn the double play. Cuba instead gives up the run. That makes it 1-0. She started the scoring. And hits it hard up the middle. Oshima can't stop it. And we have not seen anything like this. Working the ball around. Up the middle, off to Japan players. And out of play. Amador will be sent back to an end. Because you get to start from scratch, you win the second set, and then anything happens. 1 run per set. That's exactly what they did in the first set, but now Japan a chance for a big inning. A bounce off the wall, and a force out in second, but Japan takes a 1-0 lead. We saw Japan take a 1-0 lead in the first inning of Catch That, looking at the replay the first time. Aspiazu goes hard off the wall. This time, Cuba will take the lead as the out's recorded at second. Baseball 5. You must be perfect to beat Cuba. Say it with me. You must be perfect to beat Cuba. Was that caught? Almost. Oh, man, was that... Ball in play. Right side. Aspiazu the catch. And it's another world championship for Cuba. A tightly contested second set. Japan showed up in a reset time and time again, the gold standard for Cuba. But how about Japan fighting back after a shocking 16-1 opening?
Nothing else is real. Not real. Not real. No, no, no. Nothing else is real. I just got to be loved. I just got to be loved. Nothing else is real. Not real.
Testing 1, 2. Ladies and gentlemen, please get ready for the closing ceremony and award presentation for the WBSC Baseball5 World Cup Hong Kong 2024. Our closing ceremony is about to begin. Please remain at your seats. 各位來賓、各位觀眾，我哋好快就會展開我哋今日2024 WBSC 5人制世界盃我哋嘅香港站2024香港賽嘅閉幕典禮同埋頒獎典禮，第二屆 WBSC 5人制棒球世界盃嘅閉幕禮即將開始，請各位盡快落座。我哋嘅閉幕禮同埋頒獎禮好快就會開始㗎啦。
nothing else is real.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the closing ceremony of the 2024 WBSC Baseball5 World Cup in Hong Kong, China. Please, one more time, a big round of applause for our organizers and all of your fans here supporting our teams. 各位先生、各位女士們，歡迎大家嚟到2024年 WBSC 五人制棒球世界盃喺中國香港舉行嘅閉幕典禮同埋頒獎典禮。我係 Edcon 邱宇勤，亦都好高興再次擔任你嘅司儀。My name is Edcon, and it's my pleasure once again to be your MC of the day. And we are very happy and fortunate to have witnessed great athletes from all over the world to contribute their best performance in the last couple of days here in Hong Kong. 我哋好開心喺今屆嘅賽事目睹到係來自世界各地嘅頂尖運動員喺我哋中環海濱呢度呈現最好嘅表演俾我哋嘅香港觀眾同埋俾全球嘅球迷。So now, ladies and gentlemen, before we begin our closing ceremony, please rise as we play the WBSC official anthem. 各位先生、各位女士，請起立，我哋而家會播放 WBSC 嘅會歌。Thank you. Please be seated. 請各位就座。Now let us welcome our officiating guests. 喺呢度我哋而家一齊歡迎我哋今日嘅主禮嘉賓。Please welcome Mr. Ricardo Vicari, President of the World Baseball Softball Confederation (WBSC). 掌聲歡迎世界棒壘球總會會長法加利先生。Please welcome President of the Baseball Association of Hong Kong, China, Mr. Andrew Feng JP。掌聲歡迎中國香港棒球總會會長范俊華先生，大名紳士。Please welcome Ms. Manchu Lo, Secretary General of the World Baseball Softball Confederation。掌聲歡迎世界棒壘球總會秘書長劉明座女士。Please welcome Mr. Dave Ho, Chairman of the Baseball Association of Hong Kong, China。掌聲歡迎中國香港棒球總會主席何迪夫先生。Please welcome Ms. Mui Wing Kee, WBSC Women's Baseball Athletes Representative。掌聲歡迎世界棒壘球總會運動委員會女子棒球代表梅詠琪女士。Please welcome Mr. Valerio Ziafoni, Tournament Director of WBSC Baseball5 WorldCup 2024。掌聲歡迎2024年 WBSC 五人制棒球世界盃賽事總監 Valerio 先生。And also please welcome Mr. Stanley Chalk, Secretary General of the Baseball Association of Hong Kong, China。掌聲歡迎中國香港棒球總會秘書長張莊其明先生。Please welcome Mr. Andrea De Oria, Chair of WBSC Baseball5 Game Official Commission and members of the WBSC Coach Commission。掌聲歡迎世界棒壘球總會 Baseball5 賽事官員委員會主席以及 WBSC 教練委員會委員 Mr. Andrea De Oria。仲有掌聲歡迎世界棒壘球總會媒體總監 Please welcome Mr. Richard Baker, WBSC Media and Communications Director。我哋而家首先要頒發嘅係 B5 High Five 獎，我哋而家有請世界棒壘球總會媒體總監 Mr. Richard Baker 為我哋負責頒發獎項。The first award to be presented is the B5 High Five Award, and to be presented by the WBSC Media and Communications Director, Mr. Richard Baker. Please welcome. The winner of our B5 Baseball5 High Five Award goes to the Japan Baseball Association, and they will be represented by Shima Takuya。我哋而家有請我哋得獎嘅隊伍係日本棒球總會，我哋有請我哋嘅隊長島拓也，代表我哋嘅日本棒球總會嚟出嚟領獎。喺過去幾日，我哋嘅 5人制棒球世界盃，日本隊咧喺社交媒體上面獲得最多嘅關注度啊！ Congratulations on the winner of the B5 High Five Award, Japan Baseball Association. 今屆咧，我哋嘅世界盃獎項除咗會有實體嘅獎牌同埋獎杯之外，仲會咧係有獨一無二嘅 NFT 獎嘅。This year, in addition to the physical medals and trophies for the tournament, we will also be presenting a unique NFT trophy to the winner. Thank you, Mr. Baker, and congratulations to Japan Baseball Association. 再一次恭喜晒我哋 B5 High Five 獎嘅得主，日本棒球總會。 Next, we will present the Best Coach Award, and it will be presented by Ms. Andrea Dioria, Chair of WBSC Baseball5 Game Official Commission and member of WBSC Coach Commission. 跟住落嚟，我哋要頒發最佳教練獎，將會由世界棒壘球總會 Baseball5 賽事官員委員會主席及 WBSC 教練委員會委員 Ms. Andrea Dioria 嚟頒獎嘅。 The Best Coach Award 最佳教練獎 goes to Sergio Arturo Perez Echeverria from Hong Kong, China。我哋恭喜晒得獎嘅教練係來自我哋中國香港隊嘅 Sergio。 Come on, we cannot get so quiet. Come on, cheer it up for our Hong Kong China coach Sergio. And thank you, Mr. Dioria. 再一次恭喜晒我哋最佳教練獎嘅得主 Sergio。 And now it's time to announce the all-world team。跟住落嚟咧，我哋要宣布我哋嘅全明星5人陣容啦。 And this award will be jointly presented by Dr. William Wang, Medical Director of the WBSC Baseball5 WorldCup 2024, board members of the Baseball Association of Hong Kong, China, and also Mr. Stanley Chong, Secretary General of the Baseball Association of Hong Kong, China。 我哋呢一個最佳嘅5人陣容獎將會由我哋嘅賽事醫部總監，亦都係我哋中國香港棒球總會嘅董事會成員溫文浩醫生，同埋我哋中國香港棒球總會秘書長莊其明先生共同頒發。 So let's congratulate our all-world team member. First, please welcome from our silver medalist, Japan number 6, Harutomo Chuti. The trophy will be presented by Dr. Wang. And our wooden jacket will be presented by Stanley. And let's take the first individual photo. Congratulations to Harutomo Tsuji of Team Japan. The first member of our all-world team in our WBSC Baseball5 World Cup Hong Kong 2024. All right. So Harutomo, please step aside as we introduce you the second member of our all-world team. Congratulations from our bronze medalist, France number 6, Omar Henry Diodi Pachenko. once again, the trophy will be presented by Dr. Wing and the winning jacket. The all-world team jacket will be presented by Stanley. Please. And each of our all-world team member will receive the trophy and the all-world team jersey jacket with their individual photo opportunity with our presenter. Congratulations to Omar Henry Diodi Pacheco of France. Congratulations, Diodi. Please step aside. Please join me to welcome the third member of our all-world team this year. From our fourth-place finisher, Venezuela, number 22, Alberto Jesus Molina Mendez. Congratulations, Molina. Please collect your trophy from Dr. Wang and put on your all-world team jacket from Stanley. Congratulations to Humberto Jesus Molina Mendez from Venezuela. The fourth member of the all-world team in this year's World Cup goes to, from Mexico, number 26, Yasmin Valeria Sanchez Lugo. Once again, congratulations on the fourth recipient of our All-World Team Award. Please collect your trophy from Dr. Wang and put on your All-World Team jersey, presented by Mr. Stanley Chong. Let's take a photo and congratulate Yasmin Valeria Sanchez Lugo from Mexico. And the fifth member of our all-world team in World Cup 2024 from Chinese Taipei number 1, Xie Yuying. Please collect your trophy and put on your all-world team jersey and take your individual photo. Let's look at the camera. 一起看一下我们的摄影师的镜头，先拍个人照，然后我们会邀请所有的5位的选手。So now, please, all of our 5 members of our all-world team, please join with Dr. Wang and Mr. Stanley Chong for a group photo. Come on, everybody. They need your biggest applause here. Congratulations to our all-world team 2024 from the Baseball5 World Cup. Thank you, Dr. Wang. Thank you, Dr. Wang, and thank you, Mr. Stanley Chong. Next, we will be presenting the individual award for male MVP and the females MVP. Congratulations once again to our all-world teams. Next, I would like to invite Ms. Mui Wing Key, the WBSC Women's Baseball Athlete Representatives, to step onto the stage. Ms. Mui, to help us present the individual award for Male MVP. 跟住落嚟，我哋頒發嘅個人獎項有最有價值籃球員，將會由世界棒壘球總會運動委員會女子棒球代表梅永琪女士為我哋負責頒獎。The Male MVP from Cuba, number 1, Briandy Molina Elias. Congratulations to Briandy Molina Elias from Team Cuba, winning this year's Male MVP of the WBSC Baseball5 World Cup Hong Kong 2024. Congratulations and thank you, Ms. Mui. Finally, we will be presenting the individual award for Female MVP. And the award will be presented by Mr. Valerio Giovanni, Tournament Director of WBSC Baseball5 World Cup 2024. 最後我哋要頒發嘅個人獎項係最有價值女球員獎，由2024年 WBSC 5人制棒球世界盃賽事總監 Valerio 先生為我哋頒發 The Female MVP. Without a doubt, number 4, Hayla Gonzalez Colazzo from Team Cuba. Congratulations to Hayla Gonzalez Colazzo. And now I'd like to invite Ms. Mui together with Briandy Molina Elias. Please, Mr. Valerio Giovanni and Ms. Mui, please join us on stage one more time for the group picture of our male MVP and our female MVP. Thank you, Ms. Mui. Thank you, Mr. Valerio. I think both recipients, please, Briandy and Hayla. Can we have one more picture with just our female MVP and male MVP on stage? One more photo, all right? Both, together. Yes, please. I think it's a great time for you guys to celebrate together. Congratulations one more time from Team Cuba, the female MVP and our male MVP. Congratulations to both of you, yay! And now it's time for our closing remarks. Please welcome the President of the Baseball Association of Hong Kong, China, Mr. Andrew Fang JP, to provide us with the closing remarks. 掌聲歡迎中國香港棒球總會會長范俊華先生 JP 為我哋致閉幕詞。Please welcome Mr. Andrew Fang JP.
WBSC President, Mr. Ricardo Vicari, distinguished guests, elite players from around the globe, coaches, officials, volunteers, our organizing team members from both the WBSC family and the Baseball Association of Hong Kong, China, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the closing ceremony for the second edition of WBSC Baseball5 World Cup 2024, hosted by the city of Hong Kong, China. As the organizing committee chairman of this World Cup, I believe I've adequately expressed our gratitude during the opening ceremony. Hence, I shall refrain from repeating myself here. Over the past 6 days, we have witnessed displays of phenomenal sportsmanship, relentless determination for victory, and formation of enduring friendships amongst our athletes. We were fortunate to have been blessed with excellent weather, so excellent that it helped to showcase the dedication and willpower of our officials and volunteers working under intense heat. May I please ask you for a round of applause for them and our medical team led by Dr. Wan and St. John's Ambulance for their invaluable services both on and off the field. Thank you. Your appreciation for them is worth more than gold. As the world champion will soon be acknowledged, laughters have been heard, tears were shed. Our tournament is drawing to a close. The success of this World Cup was only made possible with the contribution and participations from every single one of you. I'm confident that it has been an amazing and memorable journey for all of you. It certainly has been a thrilling yet immensely rewarding experience for us, the hosting organization, especially for myself, Dave, and Stanley. Please be assured that the city of Hong Kong, China, eagerly awaits your return with open arms. However, if you do not find the time in the near future to visit us again here in Hong Kong, China, hopefully we will see you again in Italy in 2026. Until then, stay safe, stay healthy, and keep improving yourself with the electrifying sport of Baseball 5. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Andrew. Next, please welcome the President of World Baseball Softball Confederation, Mr. Ricardo Facari, to deliver his speech. 而我哋歡迎世界棒壘球總會會長法卡利先生為我哋致辭。
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. For the last 6 days, these amazing players have represented the excellence of Baseball 5, batting for the title of World Champion. Congratulations to all the teams who made the second edition of the WBSC Baseball 5 World Cup an amazing and memorable event. Cuba, congratulations, you are the World Champion. Dear players, I'm sure this tournament will remain in your memories forever. Thank you for the great performance. Keep training, keep playing, and keep enjoying every second. And most importantly, keep promoting Baseball 5 around the world. You are the future of our sport. Congratulations for an excellent tournament. On behalf of the WBSC, I want to express my appreciation to the local organizing committee and to the Baseball Association of Hong Kong, China, and President Andrew Fan for their commitment and dedication to organize this excellent tournament. I also want to thank and recognize the game officials and the technical team for their service to our sport. And the biggest thanks go to the volunteers. You have been magnificent hosts and made everyone feel at home. It has been a true pleasure for the WBSC to have the 2024 edition of the Baseball 5 World Cup in the iconic Center Harbourfront event space. I look forward to seeing you all at the next edition in Italy in 2026. Thank you. And now, in Central Harbourfront event space, Hong Kong, China, today, 12 October 2024, I declare the WBSC Baseball 5 World Cup 2024 officially closed.
Thank you, Mr. Facari. And now we'll be presenting the team award. First, the bronze medal, presented by jointly Miss Mui Wing-Ki, WBSC Women's Baseball Athletes Representative, and Mr. Stanley Chong, Secretary General of the Baseball Association of Hong Kong, China。跟住落嚟，我哋將會頒發團體嘅獎項，先頒發銅牌，由世界棒壘球總會運動委員會女子棒球代表梅詠琪女士以及中國香港棒球總會秘書長莊其明先生共同頒發。Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our bronze medalist, Team France。請以你嘅掌聲歡迎我哋嘅銅牌得主法國隊。Come on, everybody, keep clapping. Let's congratulate one more time to our bronze medalist, France, of the 2024 Baseball5 World Cup in Hong Kong, China. Stanley and Miss Boyd, please join them for a group photo opportunity. Let's stand tight and close to each other. Congratulations. They need a bigger round of applause from everybody. Congratulations to Team France, our bronze medal of the 2024 Baseball5 World Cup, Hong Kong, China. Don't forget to raise your trophy. 再一次恭喜晒法國隊贏得我哋2024年 WBSC 5人制棒球世界盃香港嘅銅牌。One more time. Thank you, Team France, and congratulations. Thank you, Ms. Moy, and thank you, Stanley. And now presenting the Team Award Silver Medal, jointly presented by Ms. Ben Chulo, Secretary General of the World Baseball Softball Confederation, and Mr. Dave Ho, Chairman of the Baseball Association of Hong Kong, China。跟住落嚟，我哋係頒發銀牌團體獎，由世界棒壘球總會秘書長劉明座女士同埋中國香港棒球總會主席何迪夫先生共同頒發。Ladies and gentlemen, please congratulate the silver medalist of the Baseball5 World Cup Hong Kong 2024 Japan。以你嘅掌聲，恭喜2024 WBSC 5人制棒球世界盃賽銀牌得主日本隊。 Once again, ladies and gentlemen, congratulations to the silver medalists of the Baseball5 World Cup Hong Kong 2024, Japan. Let's take a group photo. Raise your 5, your trophy, and your medal. Thank you, Miss Lau, and thank you, Mr. Davo. Congratulations to Japan! Thank you. Finally, we'll be presenting the gold medal, the World Champion Award, jointly presented by Mr. Ricardo Vicari, President of the World Baseball Softball Confederation, and Mr. Andrew Feng JP of the Baseball Association of Hong Kong, China. 最後我哋將會頒發我哋嘅世界冠軍團體獎金牌，由世界棒壘球總會會長法卡利先生以及中國香港棒球總會會長范俊華先生 JP 共同頒發。They are the first winner and they successfully defend their title. Congratulations to our world champion, still Cuba! 恭喜晒古巴隊，連續2屆成為我哋世界盃嘅冠軍。Please, a bigger round of applause to welcome our two-time world champion, Cuba! All right, Mr. Vicari and Mr. Andrew Fan, please join our champion, Team Cuba, for one of the many championship photos that we're going to take today. All right, let's stand close together. Come on, let's get close. Everybody, congratulations to our back-to-back champion, Cuba. So now, Mr. Andrew Fain, please remain in the position. I would like to invite Mr. Vicari to present our champion, their World Cup. Now, the champion trophy presentation by Mr. Vicari. Ladies and gentlemen, congratulations, back-to-back Baseball5 World Champion. Come on, let's get ready. Congratulations, Cuba. photo, the championship trophy photo, with our two presenters and our world champion one more time. Three, two, one. All right, this is the time of celebration, but we want to have one photo, shall we? All right, let's take a championship trophy picture. Team Cuba with Mr. Bakari and Mr. Andrew Feng, JP. One more photo before we play the national anthem for our winning team. Please take one more championship photo with our two presenters. Let's raise your five. Our back-to-back champion. All right, please remain on the stage. Our champion, thank you, Mr. Bakari, and thank you, Mr. Andrew Feng. Cuba, please remain on stage. We will be playing the national anthem. So now, ladies and gentlemen, please remain on stage as we are about to play the national anthem of our champions team. So everybody, please rise for the national anthem of Cuba. Congratulations one more time, please remain on stage as we are inviting our presenters to join with our champions for another group photo opportunity. So championship team, please move to the middle of the court. Please move to the middle of the court in front of the world champion board, and we'll take photos with our officiating guests. 我哋而家有請咁多位嘅主禮嘉賓咧，移步到去同冠軍隊伍一齊合影留念。Everybody get ready for our finale, our grand finale finish, all right? 各位嘅朋友準備好，我哋一陣間有我哋嘅冠軍得獎效果，同大家一齊嚟慶祝啊！ All right, once again, ladies and gentlemen, please congratulate the champion of the WBSC Baseball5 World Cup 2024 Hong Kong, Cuba! Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining our closing ceremony with the grand finale finish to congratulate our back-to-back world champion of the WBSC Baseball5 Cuba. Thank you for our officiating guests, and congratulations to Cuba one more time. We thank you all to our attendees and audience for joining our closing ceremony. Everybody, good night! 再一次恭喜晒古巴成為2024年 WBSC 五人制棒球世界盃冠軍，亦都多謝大家同我哋一齊參與咗咁精彩嘅一屆賽事，同我哋一齊陪伴我哋完成咗閉幕禮。多謝晒我哋所有嘅參賽者，請大家以最熱烈嘅掌聲，再次恭喜我哋嘅世界冠軍古巴隊！Bohemian Number 3. Three outs. with the final score 2-0. And
Just got to be loved.
Brianti Molina Elias from Team Zalas Colazzo. And now I'd like to China. Don't forget to raise your trophy. Back-to-back champion.